Let's go back in time now, shall we? I am Boss Hope 6. I'm back to another video, and today we're going to talk about wrestling again. Wrestling events that happened today. Yes, I'm doing these again because why the hell not? And I love doing these. So, I hope you guys enjoy watching these type of videos because I'm doing a little something new. And if the camera freezes, I do apologize for that. I kind of have some other technical difficulties going on here. So, without further ado, May 27th. We're going to go back in time to the year of our Lord, 1980. Bob Backlund versus Dusty Rhodes for the WWF title in a Osaka, Japan match. This was a show in New Japan Pro Wrestling, Osaka. Very interesting. I think this is when WWF was working with the Nokia, I believe, at the time. If not, then somebody please correct me on those details, but very, very, very interesting to see WWF working with Japan in the 80s at this point. We go ahead 8 years later, 1988, Randy Savage versus Ted DiBiase for the WWF title in Madison Square Garden. I believe this is their multiple rematches that they had after the Romania 4 match for the vacant world title, which Savage won thanks to the help of Hulk Hogan. These two have very good chemistry. I would like to see what Ted DiBiase would have done if he won the title. So that's kind of interesting, but anyway, Savage did win, which was nice to see. And then we go 6 years later to 1994. This all happened during a AAA Triple Mania 2 Part C show that happened in 1994. First match is Espanto Jr., Magnate, and Rambo, no, not the Sylvester Stallone character, versus Solar, Super Carlo, and Winners. Hope I pronounce all those names right, because if I don't, I apologize. And then the other one, we have Mysterio and Mysterio Jr. and Toro versus Fishman Furza Garza, or not Furza Garza, Furza Guerrera and Parita Morga. Interesting. And then we got Liz Marks Jr., Tiny Ibalas Jr., and Valador versus a Love Machine, not the world's largest love machine, and Miguel Perez Jr. and Mysterioso. Okay. I'm butchering these names, and I greatly apologize. And then their main event was a 2 out of 3 falls 8-man tag. This one's very interesting. Bear with me. El Hilo del Santo, Lizmark, Mascara Sagrada, and Perero Iguana, not Iguana, Aguio. I don't know how to pronounce this. I very apologize to my Mexican fans. Versus Black Cat, El Santanico, La Parca, and Psychosis. I butchered all those names. I'm going to get some crap for that. But anyways, yeah, that was very interesting and a mouthful. If I go through this quickly, it's because there was a lot to write down, so bear with me here, folks. We'll go to 1995 for the Smoky Mountain Wrestling World title. Buddy Landel took on Steve Armstrong in Morrisontown, so interesting fact there. 1996, Stone Cold Steve Austin took on Savio Vega, and Vader took on Ahmed Johnson. This was a Raw tape in 96. Then 1996, again, we go to the Nitro that is the 25th anniversary of Scott Hall returning and saying that they are coming, essentially. Also the one where William Regal took on Alex Wright, and after the match said that I'm happy to beat little Adolf Hitler. Junior Adolf. That's a good one right there, my good sir. We have the Four Horsemen, which was Arn Anderson and Ric Flair along with Woman, versus American Males, American Males, American Males, American Males. If it's stuck in my head, it's stuck in yours too. And then we have for the world title, the Giant versus the Shark, aka Earthquake, aka the late great John Tenta. I feel so sad for Tenta. Cancer is such a poisonous disease. Not poisonous, cancer's a bitch. But yeah, and then Scott Steiner took on Sting. This was on the same Nitro, I believe. Yeah, this was some good stuff here. Great stuff. Then we go 6 years later to 2002. Brock Lesnar took on Bubba Ray. And Eddie Guerrero took on RVD for the IC title in a ladder match. This is the famous one where these two had their very, very, very good ladder match. Though I do prefer RVD versus Christian for their IC title match, because nothing against Guerrero. I love Eddie Guerrero, one of my top 5 wrestlers of all time. Him and Van Dam had good chemistry, but I just like the little, style and characters that Christian RVD had. So this was a good match. Then we go a year later. We get to Eddie Guerrero and Tajiri versus Team Angle for the tag titles. This was the one where I think Guerrero turned heel and back body dropped, or back suplex Tajiri on this car window shield, which was pretty brutal. And Undertaker and Brock Lesnar, that is a team you will never hear me say again, probably. They took on the FBI and the Big Show in a handicap match. This was a SmackDown taping. We go over to 2012. We get Angel D'Ero versus Taishi, and Pac versus Jushin Thunder Liger. Best Super Juniors 19 day 1. Yeah, Pac took on Jushin Thunder Liger. That is saying something. 2013, we get the Shield versus Team Hell No for the tag titles on Raw, which should have been a very good match because those two had good chemistry. 2016, we get Bobby Fish versus Trent Beretta, LIJ versus Chaos, Valador Jr. versus Jushin Thunder Liger, and Will Ospreay versus Ricochet. Best of Super Juniors 23 day 6. I keep saying part because I keep thinking it's something else. I remember watching the show. This was a very fun show, especially that main event. Or especially Ospreay versus Ricochet. 2017, we get Bushi versus Valador Jr., Kushida versus Yoshinobu Kanemaru. 24 day 9. Yeah, this was a very good match between Kushida Kimura, not Kanemaru, Kimura. Good stuff here. And then 2018, Chris Sabin took on Dragon Lee, Kushida versus Sho, and Hiromu Takahashi versus Raisuke Taguchi. Best Super Juniors 25 day 8. Yes. This was a fantastic, fantastic show right here. 2019, we get Becky Lynch and Nikki Cross versus the Iconics. Ricochet versus Cesaro, and Seth Rollins versus Sami Zayn on Raw. I can't remember when this Raw happened. I think this happened, before Stomping Grounds, I believe. Because it happened in June, I believe. And yeah, this was a Raw, to say the least. It was okay at best. And then we go on to the Year of Our Lord 2020. Jake Atlas versus Drake Maverick versus Kushida, and the famous fight pit between Matt Riddle and Timothy Thatcher. That was a barn burner, folks. I love that match. Great stuff here on NXT. And then in the same year, the Young Bucks and Matt Hardy versus Private Party and Joey Janela. Expecting to care about a Joey Janela match. That is adorable. This was on a Dynamite. Wrestlers who have been born today. Eric Bischoff, the great Eric Bischoff, and Natalya. Eric Bischoff is 66, and Natalya is almost 40, so that's pretty interesting. Glad she's still young, but she's still got a lot left in the tank. Wrestlers who passed away. Botch. I've never heard of this person. 1975 through 2008. Buck Robley. We don't know what year he was born. He passed in 2013. And Bull Ramos. 1937 through 2006. Also, a quick shout out to one of my fellow subscribers, the lovely Kate. I hope you're watching this video. Happy birthday! You're 17 now, I think. So yeah, you're on the same birthday as Natalya and Eric Bischoff. Hooray! So yeah, this may have went quick, but that was a mouthful to talk about. I will provide more content. I will be reviewing SmackDown and maybe AEW at the same time again. I don't really know on that. A white ginger can only do so much in life. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Join the herd. I'll talk to you guys next video. Peace out.